For the last couple of years, I keep hearing the number one thing you can do to improve your health is to start using a sauna. So if you've ever been curious about how using a sauna would improve your health, you're in luck. Because for the next 30 days, I'm gonna be using the sauna every single day, and I'm gonna track how it improves my health. So I want to start off by saying I am a first-time sauna user. I have never used a sauna before, and this will be my first experience with a sauna. Now, I got interested in a sauna 2 years ago when I heard a doctor on the radio say that the number one thing you could do to improve your health was to use a sauna for 20 minutes a day, every single day, and that by doing so, it could reduce your all-cause mortality rate by 40%. So let me show you the sauna I'll be using in the video. It's right here. It is a steam sauna from SaunaBox. Being that it is a steam sauna, it uses steam to heat up your body. Now, when it comes to steam saunas, most of them have heaters that are only 1,000 watts, but the SaunaBox has a 1,600 watt heater, which was the most powerful heater that I was able to find. This is also a US-based company. They work with athletes from the MLB, the UFC, and some of the other professional leagues. I thought I'd go ahead and give you the grand tour of what it looks like on the inside. So here's the chair with the little remote on it. Down here on the floor, this is where the steam comes in. This actually has a little lid that goes on it. You can put essential oils in here, but the steam travels through this hose. Over here is my steaming unit, and this just pumps the steam here through the lid, through this hose, and down here. So, all right, so now is the moment of truth, and I am super excited to try this. I've been looking forward to this since I ordered it. So let's get to it. All right, so it's heated up. I'm gonna go ahead and take my temperature before I get in this. I'm gonna take it after, and that way I can see how much this thing has raised my internal temperature. So before I get in, let's go ahead and get that measurement. It is at 98.7 right now, so I'll go ahead and jump in and we'll see how much this thing is able to raise my body temperature. I'll also be tracking some of my other stats using my Apple Watch, so I'll be able to determine my heart rate and things like that. All right, so I just got in, super hot. It's like getting into your car in the middle of summer when it's been on a blacktop pavement. I got the humidity monitor in here. It is nearly 100. As soon as I stepped in, I'm just absolutely overwhelmed by the heat. Very hot. In here for 6 minutes. Right now, my heart rate is 153 beats per minute. Now, I've been holding this oven thermostat in my hand where the steam is coming over and hitting my chest and face, and right now it's registering 145 degrees. I'm absolutely drenched in sweat. First time, absolutely love it. This is fantastic. Okay, so originally when I recorded that last clip, I was been sitting down and I have not stood up. I just decided to stand up for the first time, and the heat up here is even more intense. It is obviously collected, heat rises, but up here it's insane. And I could totally tell the difference. I mean, I thought it felt hot when I was sitting down there below, but to stand up here, it's like a whole another level of heat. 194 beats per minute. I have only gotten that rate before when I was playing soccer, and that was running at almost 60 minutes, almost continually, 196 beats per minute. I'm gonna have to sit down because it is far too hot to stand up in this thing. I am just not ready for this kind of heat. I apologize in advance if you can't see much on this. It's hot, it's steamy in here. I just have a little bit of light coming through this window. Speaking of which, there is this clear window right here. This does have Velcro if you need to pull it open and release it in an emergency. I got a minute left. I'm gonna make it, guys. I am going to make it. All right, guys, I just came out. Time to check my temperature. 105.2 degrees. Oh my gosh. All right, so it's been about 30 minutes since I used the SaunaBox. Now, I weighed myself before I got in, and then after I got out, I dried myself all off and I weighed myself again. So in my first 20-minute session of using the SaunaBox, I lost 1.2 pounds. Now, that's obviously all water weight, but over the course of 30 days, will I actually be able to lose weight? We're gonna find out. All right, so you're probably wondering, after you use the SaunaBox, how difficult is it to dry it out? I know a lot of people take a towel and they wipe down the walls, but I decided to be a little lazier about it, and I mounted this fan right up here on the ceiling. I left it open just as it is right now, and I let the fan blow in it all night. And this morning, there wasn't a drop of water in it. So I'm gonna continue to do that because it's super easy to do. I decided to do a little experimentation. So what I decided to do in one session was to set for 2 minutes and then stand for 2 minutes. Set for 2 minutes, stand for 2 minutes, and so on and so forth until the 20-minute session was up. So here is the heart rate chart from that session. You can see that each time I sat, my heart rate would lower 20 to 30 beats per minute, as opposed to when I would stand, it would raise 20 to 30 beats per minute. So standing in the sauna was definitely more difficult. So I decided to do a sauna session where I stood the entire time. And here is the chart from that session. And you can see that I was in the zone 5 for my heart rate for over 10 minutes, which was just insane. My heart rate got the highest it had ever gotten in the sauna. So if you want to get the most out of your sauna session, the best thing to do is to stand versus sit. Okay, so it's been 7 days since I got the sauna, and I have to say, I enjoy looking forward to getting into it every single day. Often it's said if you don't have a sauna, take a hot shower. It should stimulate a fairly similar response. So I wanted to test this, and here's the charts of my heart rate in the sauna versus the shower. Now, while the shower did cause my heart rate to go up more than just sitting, it also did not cause my body temperature to go up at all. And from sitting in the shower versus sitting in the sauna, it's a noticeable difference. It's not even comparable. The sauna is very taxing to the body. I can tell it's stressing it out. The shower is relaxing, and there's no stress in my body in that. So definitely the sauna, from my perspective, is, far above anything a shower can do. Now, they also say if you don't have a sauna, you can use a hot tub. I happen to have a hot tub, so I'm able to compare the two. While the hot tub is better than the shower at raising your body temperature and getting your heart rate up, it's still nowhere near compared to what the sauna is. In the hot tub, your head is still exposed. To really heat your body up, you need to get in as low in it as possible, and still it doesn't come near to what the sauna is able to produce. All right, so it's like day 10 of using the sauna, and there's one thing that I was concerned about. It was, would my body get acclimated to the heat? And at day 10, it has not gotten acclimated to the heat. It is still just as difficult today as it was on the first day to get through the 20 minutes. So I'm here to tell you that the SaunaBox gets absolutely so hot that if I were to place a wager on it, I don't think that over 50% of the population could sit in here 20 minutes. It is far too hot. I think most people would give up 8 to 10 minutes in, to be completely honest with you. All right, I wanted to do another temperature measurement in the SaunaBox. The first time I took the temperature, I was sitting in the chair, I was holding the thermometer, and the thermometer was about 2 feet away from the diffusing unit that the steam comes out of. So I was just letting that steam hit me in the face, and it was about 145 degrees when it was 2 feet away. So now, I don't know if you can see this, it's pretty dark in here. I have the thermometer hanging from the roof, and I tried to get this on camera, but it doesn't show very well. It's 130 degrees at the top of the SaunaBox, according to this oven thermometer. Now, from my research, I looked that up. That is about the equivalent of 170 degrees with the humidity factored in. So just to get a good idea of the range, if you're sitting low directly over the steaming unit, it's 145. If you're standing up, it's 130. All right, results time. It has been 30 days since I started using the sauna. And first off, I just want to say, I absolutely love using the sauna. This is going to be something that I'm going to continue to do for the rest of my life, I hope. I absolutely love it. But let's go ahead and talk about the results that I got from using the sauna. And we'll first start with weight. When I first started this experiment, I weighed 197.8 pounds. And then after the 30 days, I had dropped down to 194.6. Now, I tried to keep everything absolutely consistent through this experiment. I didn't do anything that I normally didn't do. And this was right about what I thought that I might lose. So I concluded that I burn about 150 calories for every 20 minutes that I'm in the sauna. And that stayed pretty consistent through this whole experiment. One thing though that I did start to do is I would stay in the sauna for 15 minutes and then I'd like to get out. Sometimes I'd pour cold water on myself. Sometimes I'd stand in the snow. And then I jump back in the sauna for another 10 to 15 minutes. And by doing this, my calories burnt went up anywhere to 200 to 250, just kind of depending on how long I was in there. So I lost right about what I thought I was going to lose just by the calculations of how many calories I burnt per session over the course of the days. Now, another thing that the sauna is really good at is improving your cardiovascular system. And I definitely noticed changes in that. And first off, we'll start with my blood pressure. Now, when I started this experiment, my blood pressure was 127/85. And after the 30 days, it had improved to 122/79. So it's just right about that perfect level. Another thing that I saw an improvement on was my resting heart rate. When I started this experiment, my resting heart rate was 63 beats per minute, and that has dropped down to 52 beats per minute. And finally, a big thing for me is my VO2 max. I had COVID a few years ago, and I had it for a long time, and it really wreaked havoc on my lung capacity. And so when I started this experiment, it was at 36.4. And then according to my Apple Watch, it had actually boosted to a 37.5. So I saw improvement in my VO2 max as well. A couple of other things that I wanted to touch on. When I first started this experiment, I was having a lot of issues with arthritis in my shoulder. I have a shoulder injury that I've had forever, and in my hands. And it had been pretty bad when I first started this, but almost from the first day I started using the sauna, I already noticed improvements right away. Some days I'd wake up with absolutely no pain, and my shoulder has not hurt at all since I started using the sauna. My hands, I still have a little bit here and there, but it is about 90% better than it was before I started using the sauna. So definitely saw improvements in my arthritis. And then my other is my mental health. I absolutely love using the sauna. I look forward to it absolutely every day, and I can tell after I get out, I just feel a boost of dopamine. I absolutely love using it. I am one who hates to do cardio for the sake of doing cardio. So to be able to jump in the sauna and get my heart rate up to over 190 beats per minute is just incredible. And so it's something that I love to do because it definitely challenges my cardiovascular system. So on that note, the sauna has been just amazing for me. I absolutely love it. All right, and before I end this video, I did want to touch on how the SaunaBox has held up over these last 30 days. Of all the products I've owned over the last several years, the SaunaBox is definitely one of my favorites. I've been so happy with this. When I first got it, I was worried, would it get hot enough? But it has by far exceeded my expectations in that. When I first started using this, I was using it at a level 7. I found that to be absolutely too hot. I now use it at like a level 5 or 6, and even then it's extremely hot. So when it comes to the heat, I don't think anybody's going to complain about how hot it gets. As far as maintenance, it's been super easy. Like I showed you, I just open it up, I let the fan blow in it, and it's completely dry the next day I use it. There's absolutely been no mold, no mildew, so that has been super easy and a lot easier than I was anticipating. I thought I was going to have to wipe it down because that's usually what they recommend, but just blowing the fan in it has been perfect for me. The only thing that I ever have to do is take the mat that's in the bottom of it out and I rinse it with water. And that's because when you sweat, sometimes it can get like a little bit of white film on it from all of the salt that you're losing. It can also start to smell kind of like a wet gym towel that you've left in a locker. So if you just wash that with water, it comes clean and then it doesn't smell, put it right back in. So that's been super easy. I absolutely love the SaunaBox. This is, again, like I said, this is an American-made company, which was one of the big things for me. It's got a 2-year warranty. If you ever have any issues on it, they'll take care of it, so no issues there. Like I said, I love this product so much, I became an affiliate. So if you want to get one of these, which I highly recommend, use my link. I'm going to post it below, and it will save you a little bit of money. It'll also help my channel out. Whether you use my link or not, I highly recommend the SaunaBox. I absolutely love it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're looking into a sauna, I hope it gave you all the information you wanted. If there's anything else you want to know, let me know below. That's all I have for you in this one, and I'll see you in the next one.